short video. Galway is an amazing city. Um, there was a town here before the Normans came, but it was a Gaelic town, small one, by the Galway River, or Gellim, I think they call it. And then the Normans came, they really built up the city. There were 14 families that really did a lot. The Normans also built this church here. You can see the clock tower there. Has 3 clocks. Supposedly the fourth side stopped working, and then they didn't fix it because it was the Catholic side. That was when it became a Protestant church, of course. That might just be a rumor. In this church, there is also, I think, it was the Lynch family. Mr. Lynch was a mayor of the town, and his son was supposed to take over the business, and he didn't do so well. And then when he came back he was a wine merchant, and his son went to Spain to practice and learn stuff. And when he came back with a friend from Spain, Pedro, that friend made some ice at his fiance, and then he killed him. So the mayor was charged with doing the justice, and he did convict his son to be hanged. And the hangman didn't want to, because I guess he was a very popular guy, drinking buddies maybe. And so the mayor sent for a hangman from the other town, and the people really liked him so much that they blocked the doors and didn't let him in. So supposedly he hung his own son. Not quite sure if it's authentic story, but it's pretty cool. Here another look at the church. If you have a chance to go to Galway, St. Nicholas is amazing. As I said, started 1200, expanded 1500, and of course often renovated. I didn't get any ghost stories from inside, but there are people buried underneath and around and in front. There was a college there on the side. There's some walls left of that, so really cool. But yeah, the dark tour I went on was pretty neat. Had stories with banshees, of course, especially by the river Corrib, which is the fastest running river. If you look at some of the other videos I did this last couple days, there's a couple of them in there. They also have a story of a headless horseman. He goes around. He hunts you down and kills you unless you leave some gold for him. Don't think euro coins work, so that's a problem. What else? Oh, there was a unique Galway story about a dog that's under one of the bridges over the river, and supposedly the dog is actually half dog, half lobster, which, that would be pretty terrifying. Who hunts you down and kills you, of course. And then there's a Spanish Ark there. I was gonna walk over there, but it's getting late and I have a long driving tomorrow. So the Spanish Ark over there, which is part of the original, it was the added-on wall. The original wall was built in 1200, 1300, and then 1584 the Spanish Ark was added on to an addition of the wall to protect the harbor, and from the Spanish, of course. And a photographer recently, last few years, shot a photo of it, in the area, and there was a nun there. And supposedly that's the lady who, years and years ago, hundreds of years ago, she lived in Connemara. Sorry, not Connemara, Clodagh, which used to be a village across the river, and her fisherman husband didn't come back for fishing, so she stood there for days and days waiting for him. And then when it was clear that he wasn't coming back, she became a nun, and still went out there occasionally to think of him and see people come in. And She died, of course. That was in the 1800s, and supposedly she's still seen there. So good stuff there. If you have a chance to come to Galway, as I said, do it. Great town. December, it's of course December, but it's 50 degrees right now at 10 o'clock at night. It was raining today, off and on a little bit. In the morning, very heavy, but then it got kind of nice. So, good place to be. Check it out. Give you another view of the area. Church and the buildings. Police just drove by, so I better walk out of the church here. Oh, that crossover reminds me. To defend against the dog lobster, you have to cross. So that works. Or if you just stand at a crossroad, supposedly works too. Have a good night. It's lunch.